Welcome to Pelvic Floor Yoga. My name is Kevin and I'm excited to lead you through this. Today we're working on strengthening, opening, activating, and deactivating the pelvic floor. When you're ready, we're going to begin laying down on our backs. If you haven't already hydrated yourself, highly recommend that. Maybe change into some comfy clothes. Go ahead and lay down and get yourself comfortable. Bring a bend into your knees and hands to your ribs. Take a full breath in. Extra sip. Let it go. Again, full breath in. Extra sip. Let it go. One more time, all the way in. Extra sip. Let it go. Slow inhale. Slow exhale. Our first posture is bridge pose. Bring a bend into your knees. Make sure your middle finger can touch the back of your heels. Inhale, lift your hips for bridge pose. Drive your heels down into the ground, and we're holding for 30 seconds. Deepen your breath. Push into the four corners of your feet. You should start to feel your glutes and quads activate. If you'd like to take it a little bit deeper, you can interlace your hands behind your lower back and maybe even roll your shoulder blades underneath. Inhale a little bit higher. Last full breath all the way up. And slowly melt your spine down to the earth. Take your time. Hug your knees into your chest and give yourself a little sway side to side just to loosen up here. It doesn't have to look like anything specific. Go forward and back now. All right. Second round of bridge, feet down to the ground. Inhale, lift your hips. Drive your heels into the ground. Soften the grip of your toes. Soften the grip of your eyebrows. And again, you have the option to draw hands together behind your lower back if you'd like. Inhale a little bit higher. Keep breathing. Higher still. Last breath all the way up. And slowly release. Once again, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself some movement side to side. And forward and back. Third and final round of bridge. Feet down. Inhale, hips up. Maybe interlace your hands behind your back. You know what to do. Push down into your feet. Notice if there's any unnecessary tension in your body. Just softening the edges, keeping the power in your legs, in your glute, your pelvic floor. Last full breath. And slowly roll down. Hug your knees into your chest. And then we'll rock and roll forward and back along the spine a couple of times. And make your way into a tabletop position. Go ahead and come to all fours. Bring your wrists under your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. Good. And now as you inhale, shift your weight forward into a cobra pose. We want to draw shoulder blades down and back. Now we absolutely want to push down into the hands. Draw your shoulder blades back so you're offering your heart up towards the ceiling. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. This is great for stimulating blood flow to the pelvic floor. Last round. Let's bring it back to child's pose. Knees wide, big toes to touch, and give yourself a little shimmy, sway, side to side. Reach your hands a little bit further forward and sink your hips a little bit closer to your heels. One breath. Inhale, shift your weight forward. And once again for cobra pose, legs together, press the tops of your feet into the ground, shoulder blades down and back. Now, frequently we have shoulders up towards the ears like this. We want to draw shoulder blades down and back by pushing into the ground. Heart up, gaze up, full breath in, full breath out. Bring your way back to child's pose. And wiggle around. Move your hips side to side. One more breath. Inhale one more time to cobra. Shift your hips forward to the earth. Draw your shoulders and elbows down and back. And again, we want to push down into our feet. Maybe heart up, gaze up, breathe. Last one. Make your way back to child's pose and wiggle around. It's funny, sometimes yoga feels like it should be or look like something specific, but I think wiggling around is an excellent thing to do, just to kind of see what's going on in the body. Loosen up as you can. There is no one size fits all for our yoga practice. All right. Find your way to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and press yourself back. I'm just realizing I don't have matching socks on. Hope you don't judge me for that. Drive your heels to the earth. Lift your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Who wears socks during yoga anyway? The rebels. Take a full breath in. All the way out. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step between your hands. Drop your left knee, untuck your left toes, and bring your hands to your right thigh. We'll take a few pulses in and out of the front leg just to loosen up through the pelvic floor, loosen up through your hip flexor. Just in and out. All right. And then we're going for an engagement here. So come out of the lunge about 10%. Drive your right heel down. Drive your left knee down. So you're extending. And then scissor your legs towards one another. So your right leg pulls back, left leg pulls forward. By now you should feel a lot of engagement in your lower torso. Ooh, spicy. And now with that engagement, try lunging further forward. So again, rotating right hip back, left hip forward, as well as trying to get your hips as low as you can. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more time, all the way in, all the way out. We're taking this to half splits now. Straighten your right leg, flex your toes back towards your shin, and a similar activation here. We'll push down with the right heel and push down with your left knee. Push, scissor your legs towards one another. Right leg back, left leg forward. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale to fold. Again, lengthen and fold. One more time. And fold. Inhale, walk your hands forward. And then we'll do a quarter turn to the left side of the room. It's a side lunge at the back of your mat. So straight right leg, bent left knee. Give your hips a little shift forward and back. You may or may not be facing your screen, your TV or your laptop now, so totally fine. Just make sure that you're loosening up through the inner groin, inner thigh region, shifting forward and back or left or right. All right, walk your hands forward. Let's do a second round of this low lunge because it was so spicy and great the first time. Yay. So we're lunging forward and down. Drive your right heel and left knee down, and then scissor your legs towards one another. Now, with this activation, try lunging your hips further forward. If you do it right, it should not be comfortable. Deepen your breath. Last one. Okay, take it into half splits, hands to the earth. You can also have hands on blocks here. I did not mention that the first time. Push your right heel down and push your left knee down. Scissor your legs towards one another. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more time, lengthen. And fold. Inhale, walk your hands to the top of your mat and step back to downward dog. Pedal out your legs, drive one heel to the earth as you lift the other. Loosen up and see if you can feel any differences from your left to your right side. All right. Inhale, sweep your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step between your hands. And again, drop your right knee, untuck your right toes. Bring your hands to your left thigh. We'll take a few pulses in and out of the front leg, again, just to loosen up. It's very often, too, that we carry tension in the upper body when we're in a lunge like this. So try to soften as best you can. Relax through the neck and shoulders and your arms. All right. And then let's do the activation, because I can tell you just can't wait. Come out of the lunge about 10%. Now push down with your left heel and right knee and scissor your legs towards one another. So you're squeezing in. Ooh. Deepen your breath. And see if you can lunge a little bit further forward as you push down and scissor. 2 more breaths. Take it into half splits, straighten your left leg, flex your toes back towards your shin. And again, we want to push down with left heel and right knee and scissor your legs towards one another. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold your nose towards your knee. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more time, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, walk your hands to the top of your mat. Exhale, quarter turn to the right side of the room, side lunge at the back. Wait. Yeah, we'll just do this for now. Lunge your hips forward and back, left or right. Again, we're just trying to loosen up through the inner groin, inner thigh. There's no wrong way to do it. Just try to get your hips as low as you can. Great. And then we'll take this into our low lunge once again at the top of the mat. Second set. I don't know if this is how we did it on the first side, but it'll still work. Drive your left heel and right knee down. Scissor your legs towards one another. So you've got this strong activation happening in your pelvic floor. Soften your upper body and take 3 deep breaths. Last one. All right, half splits. Last one here. Straighten your left leg, drive your left heel down, push your right knee down, and then scissor your legs towards one another. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, walk your hands to the top of your mat. Step back to down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. All right, let's come into a seated position. There's one final breath work we may not usually think about for pelvic floor strengthening. It's called Kapalabhati, also known as skull shining breath. It helps stimulate blood flow to the entire body and really helps activate the lower abdominal muscles, which are, of course, connected to the pelvic region. If you haven't done this before, it's very simple. You take a deep inhale. Sorry, scratch that. It is a diaphragmatic exhale. So you'll pulse the belly like this. We'll go through about 60 seconds of this breath work, starting slow and then picking up our pace towards the end. Get comfortable, Make sure your spine is tall. Full breath in. All the way out. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Half breath into your belly. Begin. A little bit faster. Eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two. Exhale. Full breath in. Extra sip. Hold for 4, 3, 2. Let it go. And just allowing yourself to bask in the energy that you've created for yourself. Let's do a second round of Kapalabhati. Why not? Take a full inhale through your nose. All the way out. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Half breath in. Begin. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale. Full breath in. 3 sips. Hold for as long as you want to. And whenever it feels right, let it go. Again, just allowing yourself to feel whatever it is you're feeling. And that's it. Simple and effective. I hope that your pelvic floor feels strengthened, maybe a little bit loose. And it's just been nice to get to practice with you. Thank you for being here. If you have any comments, feedback, or requests for future videos, please let me know, and we'll catch you on the flippity flip.